I've always believed that you should be kind and polite to every single human being, but you should not be nice to every single human being. Hey guys, Sessa here. Welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to talk about people pleasing and how people pleasing is actually very toxic. Your value and your worth doesn't come from how many people like you or the fact that you get along with every single person in your life. Like, your worth is not determined by how many people like you. You have to learn how to be okay with not being liked by everybody. Now, I'm not saying be a disagreeable person, but if every single person you come across likes you and there's no issues, that means that everything you're doing is for their comfort. You're never telling these people no. You're always making them happy. You're bending over backwards for them. Like, that's how people work. People like yes men. If you don't feel comfortable doing something, you shouldn't be doing it. And you need to start asking yourself, why is other people's comfort more important than your own comfort? When you start to like yourself, and I talk about loving yourself and high self-esteem a lot, when you start to like yourself and you like who you are, you're not going to be concerned with how many people like you or who likes you, because you know who you are, you know you're a good person, you know your value, you know who you are, so you're not going to be bothered by people disliking you just because you don't want to bend over backwards to make their life easier or to make their life more enjoyable. People who respect themselves attract respectable people. When you are constantly pleasing people and bending over backwards for people who are just saying yes, yes, yes all the time, trust me, you're gonna attract the wrong kinds of people. You're gonna attract people that are constantly gonna be taking advantage of you. And the best way to prioritize yourself, your well-being, and your feelings is to listen to your gut. I'm telling you, your gut, your spirit will always tell you what's right or what you want to do. If someone's asking you to do something and it doesn't feel right with you, it makes you feel uneasy, listen to it. You feel uneasy for a reason. If you're setting a boundary and someone in your life keeps breaking it, that feeling of feeling sad and not good and disappointed, yeah, that's telling you something. Your body will reject any type of negative energy or anything that's not good for you, and you really have to start listening to what your body tells you. Even with small things at work, if someone is asking you to do something and you know that you are already overwhelmed or you have a huge workload and you know that you're not capable of doing it, your body gives you a feeling. Okay, automatically, your body is intentional. It'll give you a feeling, and you have to follow that feeling. You have to be true to yourself and you have to be genuine instead of just saying yes to make the other person happy. You have to ask yourself, why is this person's comfort? Why is this person's joy more important than mine? You have to start listening to your gut and start saying no to things that don't bring you peace, that make you uncomfortable, that you don't want to do. Honestly, as simple as even hanging out with someone. If you don't feel like leaving the house, don't leave the house, because the entire time you're out, you're going to be annoyed because deep down you know that that's not what you really wanted to do. You have to stop betraying yourself. You are 100% betraying yourself and dishonoring yourself by people pleasing. You don't owe anyone anything in this world emotionally. You're the one at the end of the day that sits with that hurt and that pain of knowing that you did something that you didn't want to do. You're the one that's going to have to sit with it. You're the one that's going to have to feel that negative energy, that pain, and you're the one that's going to have to heal from it and heal yourself every time you betray yourself. There's nothing worse in this world. Like, nobody can make you more upset than yourself. I'm telling you, there's no worse feeling than hurting yourself or doing something that you know you shouldn't be doing, disappointing yourself, because you know that you have more control. You have 100% control of your actions. So when you deliberately do something that you don't want to do, or that you know it's going to hurt you later on, that you're going to think about in the middle of the night when you wake up, that is so painful. And hurting from your own wounds hurts more than hurting from other people's wounds, because other people, everybody projects, right? Everyone's dealing with their own stuff. But when you hurt yourself, you will heal, but it's much, much harder, and it actually brings you more resentment. Okay, so stop betraying yourself. Listen to your gut. If something doesn't feel right, if there's something you don't want to do, don't do it. You need to start removing your responsibility from other people's emotions. You have no responsibility over how other people are going to react or how other people cope with their disappointment or their sadness. Like, if someone is upset by you choosing yourself, or by you prioritizing yourself, or you choosing a decision that makes you happy, your well-being, if someone is upset by that, it's their responsibility to cope and deal with it. Okay, take away your responsibility from trying to heal people or feeling guilty just because they're sad. I learned in therapy, this pizza theory. Everyone is walking around with their own pizza, okay? Every single person, doesn't matter, even strangers you see on the street, everyone has their own pizza and everyone has their own toppings. My pizza has jalapenos and olives. Sarah's pizza has pineapples and ham. We're dealing with our own stuff. We're eating our own pizzas. why would I take a slice of her pizza? I don't like those toppings, and it's not my pizza. I have my own pizza. I have my own pizza to eat. I have my own pizza to deal with. Like, I'm already carrying an entire pizza, so why would I also take a slice of her pizza, which I don't even like and I don't need? I have enough of it on my own. Even when I'm out with people or I'm in public, I always picture everyone with their own pizzas. If I'm stressed, or if someone else is stressed or disappointed with a decision I made, or if I say no to someone, or if I don't feel like doing something, I picture everyone with their own pizza, and I'm like, I don't want your slice of pizza. You keep your slice. I'm good. That just made me realize, like, other people's disappointment or discomfort is not my personal disappointment or discomfort, and I don't have to take it on. I don't. This doesn't mean that you have to disregard other people's feelings. You can still love these people and care about how they feel, okay? You can care about how they feel. You can talk to them, but I'm telling you personally, it's not something that you have to take on. You have to allow people to deal with their own emotions, okay? The same way you do. We're talking about people's emotions when it comes to you not doing everything that they want you to do. So when you are saying no to people, when you're setting boundaries, when you're choosing yourself, and people get uncomfortable, people get disappointed, people are upset, it's not your responsibility to take it on. They can deal. It's not your slice of pizza. Let it be. Another thing that I started doing a few years ago, I stopped saying sorry for everything. Get out of the habit of apologizing for yourself. Like, why are you apologizing for your existence? I also stopped apologizing for my opinions, you know? I used to be like, I'm sorry, but such and such. Why am I apologizing for having a brain? Stop saying sorry. Especially as women, we apologize all the time just for existing. It subconsciously tells us that we're somewhere we're not meant to be, or that, you know, we're taking up space when we deserve to take up space. We deserve to be there, and we deserve to talk. So, you know, everybody, but especially women, stop apologizing for everything. When you are motivated by being liked by everybody and keeping the peace with everybody, you have loyalty to everybody, okay? And if you have loyalty to everybody, then you're not loyal to anyone, not even yourself. It's not genuine. You're doing things to manipulate people into liking you, okay? And I know that sounds harsh, but it is manipulation, because it's not something you genuinely want to do. There's nothing honest or genuine about saying yes to people when you really don't want to. When it comes to people pleasing, think about the kind of person that you want to be. You want to be genuine, you want to be intentional, you want to show up in your truest form, in your authentic self, every single day with everything you do, and it's freeing. The people who have good intentions for you, the people who are not toxic themselves, sure, maybe they'll be disappointed or they'll get upset, but they'll never ever just stop liking you. Healthy people accept boundaries. The right people will respect your boundaries and will be okay and can deal with you saying no to things. You gotta stop not living in your truth and like doing things just so you can keep the peace, because at the end of the day, you're keeping the peace for everybody else around you, but you're not keeping the peace for yourself. Being yourself is freeing. Doing what you want to do is freeing. It's peace. People pleasing doesn't bring peace to anyone, okay? It's not only toxic for yourself and dishonest to yourself, it's dishonest to the people that you're pleasing as well. And the only way to build healthy, positive relationships is by being honest in them and making everybody happy. It's not a genuine way to live. People pleasing doesn't make you a good person. Being liked by everybody doesn't make you a good person. And saying no to people and choosing yourself doesn't make you a bad person.